I hate garbage by the door.
Welcome to Grumble Goat. My name is Matt Labodka, and this is a show about all the small things that drive me insane. Let's grumble.
Chores. Household chores are the worst. We can all agree on that. And in the modern era, we've gotten much better at dividing household chores. BuzzFeed News would say that millennials are killing the gender normativity in household chores. We're divvying things up. We're partners. We're working together to maintain a livable, semi-clean house. Fantastic. I love working together. Why are we putting garbage by the door? I don't put garbage by the door. Who's putting garbage by the door? If the garbage can is full, you take the bag out of the bin and walk it to the bigger bin outdoors. That's what you do. That's the chore. The chore is not done if you take the bag out of the bin and put it next to the door. That's halfway done. The thing is, chores used to be divvied up by gender, right? Back in the 50s or so, when you could raise a family and own a home on one income, the traditional idea was that a man would work and a woman would maintain the home, right? But there was still a division in chores, even in that pristine ideal of suburban household. Because you might see the wife cooking and cleaning and vacuuming, and then it was the man that you would see mowing and barbecuing and taking the trash out. Outdoor stuff. Right? So I think that's where this comes from, the idea of men doing outdoor work and women doing indoor work. So we get past that. We get to the point where we realize gender normativity is ridiculous, but somehow when it comes to the trash, this barrier of indoor-outdoor stuck around. One person might take the trash out of the garbage can and then move it halfway and stop at the door, and then it becomes somebody else's chore. Why? I don't know. Because it's not done. That's not the job. If the garbage can is full, the garbage has to go out. You don't do it halfway. That's not the job. You don't wash half a plate. You don't leave the mustard stains on the back of the plate and just wash the front. You wash the whole plate. The job's not done if the garbage isn't in the thing. You have to take the garbage out. Side. And then there's a separate bag for the cat litter. Now that's a chore we don't divvy up. Those are Veronique's cats. Veronique can clean the litter box. But somehow, that bag of delicious-looking chicken nuggets is, in fact, like the idea of garbage by the door. It's just a bunch of crap. I hate garbage being left by the door, and that's the grumble.
Grumble, 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 grumble.
What?
Grumble, 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 grumble. What's got your goat?
For the latter half of the show, we'll bring in my better half, Veronique, for an unpretentious look and a segment we call
What's got your goat? You don't think we should do a warm-up together?
A vocal warm-up?
A vocal warm-up.
You want to do a vocal warm-up?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do a vocal warm-up. Okay, repeat after me.
Okay.
I am a pheasant plucker.
I am a pheasant plucker.
I pluck mother pheasants.
I pluck mother pheasants.
I am the most pleasant mother pheasant plucker to ever pluck a mother pheasant.
I am the most pleasant mother pheasant to pluck a mother pheasant that ever there was a mother pheasant. Did I get it?
Nailed it.
Almost.
Perfect.
Hey, that was better than ever before. But
You feel warmed up?
Yes, that's a very good articulation exercise.
Yeah. Oh, I better eat before I go to work because I'm going to be hammered.
I did a really good job with the lime juice.
The lime juice is spot on.
Thank you.
Yeah. Did you squeeze those?
I didn't squeeze them. I squeezed the bottle.
Yeah, that tastes
shaker.
like fresh bottle squeezed.
Thank you.
Yeah, lime juice.
But not 2 ounces, just 1.
Right. I think everybody at home just puckered a little bit when you said 2 ounces of lime juice.
Well, I didn't know for a while, and I was putting 2 ounces in. And
They were tart. Yeah.
It was very. That's what people were saying. I said, "Well, how is it?" And they say it's very tart. And I didn't know how to take that because that felt like it was wrong.
It feels like the right adjective for a margarita, but somehow that's not the first adjective somebody should say.
Right? Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
It's like tart. Yeah, that's how margaritas are, right? They didn't say delicious though. They said tart.
They said tart, which
Yeah.
means not what they wanted. Not what they were expecting. Yes.
So you made us a couple cocktails today.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's delicious.
Thank you.
So while I was setting up the Grumble Goat Studios,
Yes.
you were in the kitchen fetching cocktails.
I was.
Yeah.
That was a good role-playing thing we did.
Yeah, it was role playing. It was like we were characters in one of those black and white films.
Oh my gosh, I know. We've been watching so many of those recently.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
as if
the channel instead of the Baywatch channel. Now we're on the
Cinemax.
Cinemax class. It's not Cinemax.
Cinemax. No,
Cinemax
it's not. Cinemart. Is it Cinemart Classic?
And then what did you say when I came out of the studio to be like, okay, I'm done with that? What did you say?
I said, I'm in the kitchen where I'm supposed to be. Yeah, I just yelled that.
Yeah.
Well, I've been a little mad recently.
Oh, you've been mad? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What have you been mad about?
Well, there's two things I want to talk about. One.
Oh, okay.
is-
We're going to hash it out right now.
Yeah. Well, one of the things is the black and white movies that we've been watching.
Yeah.
And I watched.
You actually sit and watch it.
Oh, I do. I love old movies.
Because for me, those are kind of like the screensaver for our TV. Like if I'm not actively watching something, like that's what's just on.
I know, but there's been so many advertisements for the older movies that they're recycling on the channel.
Oh, and you're just excited to see them.
Yeah, I want to see them all.
Advertising works.
Yeah. Last night I watched one about a couple that was together for 8 years. Then they get divorced and then they fall back in love with each other at the end.
Oh
and then
my
they get
gosh.
married again. All those movies are based around home, getting married, having a family. But this one I really liked because she was demanding that her husband respect how smart and intelligent she was.
Mm-hmm.
I saw the movie halfway. So I saw them after they broke up. And then I saw them getting back together, which was really cute.
Mm-hmm.
It was really cute. So that was the first thing I wanted to say. And the second thing I wanted to say was my comment in the kitchen.
Okay.
I'm a little upset that people are making decisions about people's bodies, women's bodies.
okay.
Specifically.
Yeah, it's almost like some people in this country, namely one whole branch of the U.S. government, is trying to take us back to those gender normative days of the black and white TV,
That's right.
as opposed to coming into the modern age.
That's right. Let's enter the modern age.
Yeah. Speaking of gender normativity and the kitchen and making cocktails,
Okay.
what would you say are our specific chores around the house?
Like the things that we do around the house to make it look clean.
Thank you for defining the word chores.
Okay, well, I just had to define it for me, you know. Okay. So I would say vacuuming.
Okay, whose chore is vacuuming?
Well, we don't have specific chores delegated to each person. It's kind of one of us will do it over the other. Like yesterday.
Right, so we sort of divide
We
the household
divide it.
chores,
Yeah, well, because
right?
yesterday you worked like a 17-hour shift, and I said to myself, he's going to want a clean house, and it's vacuumed. And now you're looking, and you see.
I am looking. I hadn't noticed. I'm noticing now.
I
It
vacuumed
looks
it.
beautiful.
Thank
and thank you. I know how much you hate vacuuming.
I don't like it.
and
Yeah.
that's why I normally take the reins and do the vacuuming
Yeah.
around the house. Do you consider anything specifically a male task or a female task?
Oh, well, I really don't like killing the spiders. So I do
that's
ask
a male
you,
task.
Well, I ask
but not
you
males
to
in general.
do
That's
that,
just you don't like that, right?
But I don't like to hear the crunch.
Right. And you also sometimes ask me not to kill the bug that you ask me to get rid of.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sometimes you're like, can we find the right home for this silverfish?
Yes, exactly.
All right. So sure. Let's see. We covered vacuuming.
Okay, yes.
And-
the laundry we switch back and forth.
Oh, the laundry we switch back and forth.
but
Yeah.
I do appreciate when you carry it.
Right.
Yeah.
And the laundry, we have to take it outdoors because
Yeah.
we don't have a laundry machine. So we take it outdoors around the block to
Yes.
the laundromat.
And I usually like to take a break halfway there.
Right. Halfway rest a little bit.
Rest
Yeah,
a little
absolutely.
bit, pick up the laundry again.
And then when it
look
comes
around.
to emptying the trash,
Oh, I know. I
both
like
of us might do that.
Well, both of us will do that. I like it when you do it because it's the trash and I don't feel like touching it. But if you'll go into the kitchen, I also cleaned up the trash for you.
Oh.
Didn't do it yesterday. It was on the list. Forgot when I went outside. I forgot to take the cat litter down. But I did it today while you were sleeping.
Oh, wow.
I know.
I did not notice.
You're welcome.
Because normally I notice when you switch the trash because the trash might be left by the door.
That's right. I usually put it by the door.
Right.
Yeah. And not outside
But
or down the stairs.
today you took it outside.
Well, I didn't take the trash down. Oh, sorry. I need to clarify.
Oh.
I took the cat litter down and I took some of the recycling down because the trash really didn't need to be taken out yet. It just needed to be pushed down. And then the recycling just needed to be alleviated so that we can take the recycling out and the trash out at the same time when they're ready. But we were overflowing
you
with
took
one.
the cat litter downstairs
Yeah.
to the outside trash can.
And some of
you
the
took
recycling.
A few of the recycling
Yes.
bags out of the recycling
Yes.
so that it would...
Yes.
And then with the trash, you pushed the trash down.
That's right.
So that they're both at about halfway.
Yeah, we're at halfway now.
So you managed
Yes.
the levels of the trash.
I managed the trash. Yeah, you're welcome.
I appreciate that.
Thank you.
I especially appreciate you walking the bag of cat litter down.
You're welcome.
Because you know I love seeing those chicken nuggets next to
I
the door.
know. Well, I put them by the door, and then I thought to myself, nope, you're going to hear him say, oh, chicken nuggets, and that's going to piss you off. So I'm going to put it by the trash, but I put it in the box so that every time I walked by, I forgot that I put the nuggets there. When
I saw it in the box, and I thought to myself, oh, frozen chicken nuggets.
Okay. You saw that last night then. Hilarious. Okay. So then today when I went to get breakfast for us and I went and got coffee, I was like, "Oh, you're going to bring the nuggets down." But it's a compromise, I think.
But sometimes there's one of us that switches the garbage out and leaves the trash by the door.
So yes, I was doing that, but the other thing that annoys you is that I don't put the lids back on or the bags
Or
in
the bag.
garbage.
You leave the empty trash cans.
Yeah, because I'm like, I clean that.
And
so
right. The job's half done, so it's my other half's turn to do half the job.
Yes, that's how I feel. I did half of it. I did the hard part. So when you told me that I can't do that anymore, put trash by the door, because I would put it on the outside of the door.
Right, outside the door, just outside the door.
Just outside
That's
the
a very
door.
common thing, because your job ends when we get to the threshold of the door.
I know, but we're like on the 5th floor. So you told me, babe, you can't do this because our other neighbors don't like it. And I said,
you're just leaving trash on the landing.
yeah, I was putting trash on the landing because I wasn't walking down the stairs. But you said that the other neighbors didn't like it. And I said, did any of them tell you that they didn't like it? And you were like, I just know that they don't like it.
They don't have to say out loud they don't like it. If I walk out my door, the last thing I want to see is like trash.
Listen to this. Across the hall, our neighbors moved out. They moved to New Jersey, lovely house. During the move situation, I saw one of our other neighbors on this floor, and she asked me if they were the ones that left their trash outside. And I was like,
Did you blame them? Did you throw them under the bus? She was like,
well, sometimes they did leave their trash outside.
But so you see
I
how
got the confirmation from the neighbor that I was asking you for. It's like it literally came
I
to
love that
me.
because I was like, they don't have to tell me
Right.
to know that they don't want to walk out into a swamp of trash.
Exactly.
So the trash, because I've seen in sitcoms as well, is the woman will take the trash out of the kitchen.
Yes.
And then it's the man who comes home from work's
Yeah,
job.
or the kids. I feel like it's like the person that has the least amount of status has to take the trash out. That's like the job.
What's a high status job? Like cooking?
I mean, yeah.
Cooking for the house? That's a high status
I
job?
mean, you're controlling what people eat, you know? Like the dirty jobs are like the low status in the house, you
All
know?
right. Like, what tier is the person that installs all the furniture and hangs shelves on the wall?
Hilarious. I love the connection you're making. That would be a high status person.
Oh, that's high
Yes,
status.
because they're building and creating things for the apartment.
Okay.
Yes. But
Mm-hmm.
the carpenter / engineer also takes the trash out.
Oh, to even that, because you don't want them feeling too high status.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, what's the solution to the threshold problem?
I don't know what that means.
So, I consider a chore done.
Oh, I know.
When you've
You're
done
very
all-
linear. You're a very linear person. This is why. So you can complete.
I consider a chore done when you do all the steps of a chore.
So what I do is I start 5 different things and then I finish 3 of them. Yeah, that's just how I process. This is how I work.
So, what do we do about the threshold problem?
The threshold as in we're opposites?
No, the threshold of the door to the apartment, the door to the house.
Oh, with the trash.
Chores stop when you hit the threshold, and that becomes man's problem.
Yeah. Well, it's just your problem, not man's problem. I want to share the responsibilities, so I like to do half of them.
I consider sharing the responsibilities. One of us vacuums, one of us does the dishes.
But-
Not I vacuum half the rug and you vacuum the other half of the rug.
Well, I vacuum the whole rug.
Right. And you
Yes.
take the trash halfway out.
Well, I think the solution is splitting all the chores.
All the chores.
Yeah.
What's your favorite chore?
My favorite chore? I think I like to sweep, but I don't really sweep this apartment now that we have rugs. What's your favorite chore?
Well, chores are meant to be, I mean, not meant to be, but chores are bad.
Right.
Nobody likes chores, all right?
Yeah.
So a favorite chore is washing dishes.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think dishes.
I mean, I don't like washing dishes, but when it comes to all chores, having my hands in hot, soapy water and like just sort of zoning out.
Yeah, I do like doing the dishes. I don't like putting them away. So when more dishes come in the sink and I still have a rack of glasses that I should put away before I do the dishes, you're really good at putting the dishes away.
Because for me,
I just
doing
pile
the
more
dishes starts with put the dishes on the rack away and then clean the new dishes.
Not
but you're
for
like,
me.
no, the only step I'm talking about when I say wash dishes is literally wash them and then leave them in the sink.
That's right.
Not rinse them off, not dry them.
Oh, no. We rinse them, of course, and then we put them on the rack.
Okay. So
But I don't like drying.
You only like to do steps 2 and 3 out of 4 steps.
Oh my gosh, I think we're having like a realization here. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You skip a lot of step 1s.
Yeah.
Like when it comes to painting the apartment, when I'm not here, you skip taping the seams.
Yeah.
You like to skip step 1.
Well, step 1 gives me anxiety. And then I'll be like, I don't know if I want to do this. And then step 4 gives me anxiety. But step
I don't want
2
to
and
begin
3.
or end this project.
Yes.
Let's just do it.
This has been an episode of Grumble Goat.
Thanks for listening.
I'm Matt Labatka.
I'm Veronique Hurley. Please subscribe.
I hate when people say please subscribe.
Grumble, grumble, grumble. Well, sometimes they did leave their trash outside.
If you've been enjoying the show, don't forget to leave a review and don't forget to Grumble Goat responsibly and share with a friend.